students, hope you all are well. I am Geetika Gautam, a biology teacher. I have been working in Amarnath Vidya Ashram from last 1 year, which is one of the best senior secondary school in Mathura district. Here we are working under the supervision of our respected principal sir, Dr. Arun Kumar Bajpai, who is very talented, hard worker and good problem solver. He is a person who always motivates the students and teachers towards their goal. He knows very well how to analyze things for the betterment of the education system. In this 1 year, I have learned lot of things from him. He has good people management skills. His approach is very positive. His leadership quality is extremely good. As we know, the entire world is facing the problem of coronavirus disease, which is creating a problem for everyone. Due to the coronavirus, we are asked to stay at home and be safe. And also, we have been advised by our principal sir to conduct the online classes program for the students. So I request all the students to take the online classes seriously and take the fully advantage of this program. I am pretty sure if you take these online classes seriously, you will have fruitful results. Again, I would like to appreciate our principal sir who made this suggestion for the welfare of students. We should deeply grateful to our principal sir. So first of all, I would like to introduce the syllabus of class 12 biology. We do have two parts in biology syllabus. First is theoretical part and second one is practical part. Theoretical part is of 70 marks while practical part is of 30 marks. So in total 100 marks. In theory, we are having 5 units. As per the CBSE syllabus, which starts from unit 6, because we already studied unit 1 to 5th in class 11. So the unit 6 is reproduction. It is of 14 marks. This particular unit includes 4 chapters. That is chapter 1 reproduction in organisms, chapter 2 sexual reproduction in flowering plants, chapter 3 human reproduction, and last chapter 4 is reproductive health. The next unit is 7, that is genetics and evolution. It is of 18 marks. This particular unit has 3 chapters. These are chapter 5 principles of inheritance and variation, chapter 6 molecular basis of inheritance, chapter 7 evolution. Now moving to the next unit, unit 8, which is biology in human welfare. It is of 14 marks. This particular unit contains 3 chapters. These are chapter 8 human health and diseases, chapter 9 strategies for enhancement in food production, chapter 10 microbes in human welfare. Next unit is unit 9 biotechnology. It covers 10 marks in the exams. This particular unit includes 2 chapters, chapter 11 biotechnology principles and processes, chapter 12 biotechnology and its applications. Next unit is unit 10 ecology. It covers 14 marks in exam. This particular unit has 4 chapters. These are chapter 13 organisms and population, chapter 14 ecosystem, chapter 15 biodiversity and conservation, chapter 16 and the last chapter is environmental issues. Now we will discuss about the practical part. Total 6 questions come in your practical exam. These are one major experiment which is of 5 marks. one minor experiment which is of 4 marks, one slide preparation which is of 5 marks. It is a temporary slide. You have to mount the given material temporarily and form the slide. Next one is spotting, is of 7 marks. 7 spots will be given to you. Each spot is of 1 marks, and for one spot or each spot 2 minutes will be given. In that 2 minutes you have to draw the diagram and also write the comments. Next one is practical report plus viva voice. You have to prepare the practical file and the viva on it, which is of 4 marks. Next is project report plus viva voice. You have to prepare the project report and the viva on it, which is of 5 marks. So in total, the practical is of total 30 marks. Let's start chapter 1 of unit 6, that is reproduction in organisms. It is an introductory chapter. It covers about 3 to 4 marks in exam. So first we would understand the term reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction is a biological process in which an organism reproduce their young ones similar to itself. Means if any organism give rise to their young ones, give birth to their young ones or offspring similar to their to itself, that is known as reproduction. Okay. Now the one question arises: why the reproduction is necessary? Other systems like digestive system, circulatory system, nervous system, excretory system, all are important for the survival of an organism. But why reproduction is not necessary for the survival? Without reproduction, one can live. So the question arises: why the reproduction is necessary? The answer is for the continuity of race. Means for the continuation of the species, the reproduction is important. Okay? So for the continuity of race, reproduction is necessary. Next, each and every organism live for a certain period of time. It can vary from animal to animal or organism to organisms. So there is one term which is given in an NCERT book, that is lifespan. What is lifespan? The period from birth to the natural death of an organism is known as lifespan. Means the period from birth to the natural death of an organism represents its lifespan. Okay? Lifespan is not correlated with the size and complexity of an organism. How? Let's see. Like elephant lives for 60 to 70 years and parrot lives for 140 years. Elephant is a big animal as compared to parrot. Even then, parrot lives for 140 years. Now it is clear? Okay. So let us discuss lifespan of some organism in this chapter, and you have to learn these lifespans of these organisms. It can be come in the exams or even in the competitive exam. Okay. So elephant lives for 60 to 70 years, parrot lives for 140 years, dog lives for 10 to 30 years. This is an average age. It may be 62, 65, 69, in between 60 to 70. In some books it can be 65 given, so no problem. It is alright. Means it is an average age. Dog 10 to 13 years, crow 15 years, cow 18 to 20 years, crocodile lives for 60 years, horse lives for 25 to 30 years, fruit fly lives for 40 to 50 days. It's not years, it's days. Butterfly lives for 1 to 2 weeks only, and the mayfly lives for 1 day. Means it completes its life cycle within a day. It becomes mature and will dead within a day. It means mayfly lives for only 1 day. One thing you have to remember, the fruit fly. Its scientific name is Drosophila melanogaster. What is its scientific name? Drosophila melanogaster. You have to remember its scientific name also because this name will come in the later chapters, like in genetics. Tortoise lives for 100 to 150 years. Like rose lives for 3 to 5 years. Rice vine lives for 3 to 7 months. Banana tree 5 to 6 years. Banyan tree 309 years. People tree 2500 years. That's a great time. Longest time. Okay. There is one important line given in NCERT. You have to focus on that line. So that line is, no individual is immortal except single cell organisms. There is no natural death in unicellular organisms. Mean single cell organism is immortal. No individual is immortal. Single cell organism is immortal. Why? Let us take one example like amoeba. It is a single cell organism. It reproduces by binary fission and gives rise to two daughter cells. Okay. So the amoeba is not dying, but instead of dying, it divided into their daughter cells. And in the next generation, these two daughter cells also divided by binary fission. So amoeba is not dying, but it actually divides into their daughter cells, and again these daughter cells divides into their daughter cells. So the genetic material or the material is divided, not the amoeba is dead. So that's why we can say that no individual is immortal except unicellular organisms. Now the reproduction can be classified into two major categories, that is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, only one parent is involved. That's why we can also name as uniparental reproduction. In sexual reproduction, two parents are involved and the gametes were fused together to form zygote. That's why we termed as biparental. And the nature gives the importance to sexual reproduction, more importance to sexual reproduction. Why? The question arises, the nature gives the more importance to sexual reproduction. Why? So this will be we will discuss this in our next class. Okay.